Hey everyone, this is Ross, and first of all I want to make a quick apology. I'm sorry if I'm not making very much videos lately. It's been like a 3 or 4 day period without any videos. I'm sorry for that. I've just been very busy revising for important exams coming up, and it's also been my birthday, so I've been out go-karting and whatnot. I've been to the movies and whatnot, so yeah. Sorry for that. I'll be making regular updates from now on. I'll keep you updated on the Corey Fry. I've had a lot of deaths with a Corey Fry. I'm left with one now. The first few died of fungus. I'm not sure what the rest died of, but yeah, I'm left with one. I'm not too bothered about that. I'm not going to go out my way to save them. I'm not going to buy an expensive tank. I'm not going to buy new filters or anything. I don't really care. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a few fish up, or I'm no better than I was before. So yeah, I'm not too bothered about the Corys. This video is on Fishcare in a nutshell. Most fish YouTube channels don't actually tell you the basics of fish care. They'll tell you all the plants you can keep with fish. They'll tell you about all the equipment that you'll need, everything like that. And they'll tell you DIY things. And but one of the things they'll forget is actually just how to care for the fish. Because most beginners don't want you to talk for hours and hours about different plants you can keep with fish. They actually just want to know how to keep a goldfish or tropical fish. So this video is just like an introduction to fish and how to keep them. So most fish will generally need a tank above 10 gallons. There is many exceptions, but 10 gallons is a nice starting size. The Siamese fighting fish can live in a few gallons of water, but it's not usually recommended. So in general, you're going to want to get the biggest size tank you can afford, because a bigger tank is a better tank. The solution to pollution is dilution. I got that off another YouTube video. That's very true, because if you think about it, if you have one clownfish in a whole ocean, the ocean's never going to be polluted. If you have one clownfish in a cup, that's going to get polluted very quickly. So yeah, always get the biggest tank you can afford. Obviously you can see this is the biggest tank I could get, because it's the size of the table, and it's the biggest one I could afford. So yeah, it's important to get a large tank for your fish, largest one you can get. Every single fish on earth is going to need a filter. There's some exceptions, but generally you're going to want a filter. And at the bare minimum you want mechanical and biological filtration. Mechanical is something like a sponge that traps all the physical plants and poo that could get sucked into the filter. And for biological, you can use the same sponge and just clean out in tank water, and that'll keep all the bad chemicals from the fish poo at bay. So that's I've simplified it a lot there. So you're going to want mechanical and biological, not so much chemical. You can if you like. So you're going to need a big tank, a filter. Lights aren't too necessary, but you can have them to bring out the colours of your fish. You've got to know the fish's requirements. Cold water fish don't need a heater. Tropical fish do need a heater, which you can buy off the internet or at a pet shop. You're going to want to feed them a varied diet. For something like a goldfish, you can just feed them on flakes and pellets. These personally, I feed them a vegetable diet, flake food diet, and bloodworm diet. So it's important to vary the diet of your fish. Most fish do eat flakes, so that's a good starting food. So you're going to need a big tank, a filter, a heater if necessary, and some type of food for your fish. When it comes to actually setting up the tank, you're going to need some type of substrate like a gravel. So yeah, put your gravel in, top it up with tap water, dechlorinate it. You can buy dechlorinator from any pet shop. You have to have dechlorinator, because there's a thing in tap water called chlorine, which will kill your fish in no time. So dechlorinate your water. This may sound weird, but leave your tank to sit for at least 1 to 2 weeks, and that's to let the tank colonize friendly bacteria which clean the chemicals that come from your fish's poo. After leaving your tank to sit for 1 to 2 weeks, making sure the temperature's right for your fish and the filter's working, you can then go out and buy your fish. Just ask the pet shop guy how many fish you can have in your tank. You can use the rule 1 inch of fish per gallon, but that's not always kind of reliable. So just ask the guy how many fish you can keep in a tank. Some fish shop owners will state much more fish than you need because they just want you to buy them. You should really take off five fish from their estimate just to be on the safe side. I just estimated this myself. So yeah, you need a decent sized tank, a filter, dechlorinator. You need to leave your tank to sit for a few weeks. You need substrate. You need to know how many fish to get. You need to know what fish to get. The best thing for this is appearance. So if you like the colour of a fish, like these cardinal tetras are a nice colour, that's why I chose them. So if you like a fish, remember the name of it in the shop, then go on Google or Wikipedia. Wikipedia isn't always reliable, but go on Google and type in the species of fish that you like, and if it's suitable for your tank, if it gets on with other fish, if it's a nice community fish, then you can get it. And you're also going to want to research the foods it eats. As I mentioned, most fish eat flake foods. So once you got the fish in there, every 1 to 2 weeks you want to do water changes. I do mine every week. You're going to need an aquarium gravel siphon, which is basically a long tube with it's a flexible tubing, and at the end there's a solid tubing, and if you suck on one end and feed the water into a bucket, it'll drain the water from your tank. You're going to want to drain 50% maximum water from your tank. As a general rule, 25 to 30% water should be sufficient for your tank. So once you've drained that water, you should have about that much left. Then to top it back up, all you do is get a bucket, take the bucket to the tap, fill up with tap water similar to the temperature of your tank water, and add dechlorinator, add the amount it says on the bottle, mix it all in and pour the water back in. So if you repeat this every 1 to 2 weeks, your fish should be fine. Feed them flake foods, get them a decent sized tank, get them a good filter, a heater if necessary, only for tropical fish, and a substrate. Plants aren't necessary, but it's good to have plants because they also recycle bad stuff that comes from fish poo. To be more specific, they recycle nitrates, which are bad for your fish in large amounts. So it's worth having a few plants there. I've obviously went a bit crazy with this tank, but you can just have some stem plants like Ludwigia, or more commonly Alodia. Just type in Alodia on eBay. It's very cheap, like $1 a bunch or £1 a bunch, and you can just get them for nothing really. It's worth getting a few Alodia plants at least. Duckweed's good, absorbs nutrients, keeps your tank clean. You're going to want to clean the glass with an algae scraper. And that's pretty much all that's required to keep them fish. Just provide you've got a nice space for them, just a good environment, good filter. Water quality is very important, and above all, give them a varied diet and dechlorinator. They definitely need dechlorinator. So that's Fishcare in a nutshell. I made this video up off the top of my head, so I might have missed out some important stuff. If I did miss out any important stuff, leave a comment in the comment box. I'll get back to you, and other people will say it, so they won't make a mistake. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please comment, rate and subscribe. Some people have been leaving comments that just says comment. Thanks for commenting, but that's not very necessary, so please don't leave a comment that just says comment. I bet a lot of you are going to do that right now, but anyways, so yeah. Comment, rate and subscribe. Bye.